Hello everyone, welcome on YouTube channel about cars out there Deadening, and today we have Audi SQ5. The customer has come to us with the problem that while driving on a highway, customer is experiencing an irritating noise from the front and from the rear side. The reason why it's happening, that's because this type of car is sharing the common space between the boot side and the front side, so there is no metal panels between boot and interior. That's why when the waves are coming from the front wheels and the rear wheels, they're mixing inside and the customer is experiencing an irritating noise. But before proceed further with an installation, let's measure what the current acoustic load is. I will use this digital vibration speaker and this digital sound level meter to understand what the current noise is. This vibration speaker includes white noise, which simulates the real behavior of the noise while we are driving on the road. And it produces the frequency from 20 Hz to 20 kHz. By placing it on a surface, we can simulate the real noise behavior on the asphalt. Also, you can see and you can hear that the door is making a noise like an empty box. After a discussion with the customer and choosing the best option for his car, we decided to cover the entire floor, including rear boot and rear wheel arcs and front arcs, with the two layers to remediate all potential noises with a low frequency noise, high and medium and high. On top of that, to reduce all potential further noises, customer decided to include 4 doors with the 2 layers, and we would use vibration damping and sound and heat insulation to reduce all potential noise and let the customer enjoy his ride. Remove the door card, we firstly need to remove this carbon element, and then we have 4 Torx places that we have to unscrew. So let's do this. While removing the door card, you have to carefully disconnect all wirings. So now we can see what the type of material was installed on the by manufacturing. It's an acoustic felt. It's not bad, it's not good. It's just trying to remove high frequency and mid frequency noise from this door card. So as you can see on internal part, the manufacturer, they installed a plastic dust cover. So it's playing a role more of a dust and water protection rather than a soundproofing. So we will try to keep it and apply a sound deadening material on top of that. As you can see, by default the manufacturer installed just one piece of the material, which is definitely not enough, and we can see slightly here. It's applied properly, but for sound deadening it's not enough. So to resolve this problem, we would use our methodology with the 2 layers. The first one, it's a vibration damping. It's approximately 2 mm material. It will resolve low frequency noise. As a second layer, we would use a car builders. It's a closed cell material. It will resolve medium and high frequency noise in this door. I use a special long roller to properly apply the material. Otherwise, it will just not work and the water might appear under the surface between the material and the metal panel. That's why it's obligatory to use such a type of roller. Before applying a second layer, I do prepare a surface by removing all oils, silicones and dust from this surface. So it's time for the plastic door card. As you can see, by default it has a synthetic padding to try and remove high frequency noise, but it's definitely not enough when we are talking about sound deadening. So to remove plastic resonance, we will install sound deadening material here on this surface and this one. Besides, in these plastic door cards there is a common problem with the clips. As you can see, it's not tight, so we will install anti-noise tape here. And the last portion, we will install anti-noise tape on all plastic surface when it's contacting with the metal. As you can see now, it's tightly fit. Since the SQ5 is a monospace style body, noise from the back travels into the cabin. In the boot area we find a unique inner fender liner made from an acoustic felt which helps block mid and high frequencies. On the right rear fender there are stripes of vibration damping material, but there is still room for improvements. We begin with the floor, which has two types of vibration damping materials, a bitumen layer and a heat applied coating, which resembles seam sealer but actually dampens vibrations. If we look at the full floor surface, only about 20% is covered with the damping material. This helps reduce metal resonance, but there is still room for improvement. So, the work is done. We've started with the 4 doors by using a technology with the 2 layers to use the vibration damping to reduce and minimize the low frequency noise and vibration of the metals. And the second layer It's a heat and sound vibration, so it will try to prevent and reduce medium and high frequency noise. At the same time, as the customer came to us with a problem with the rear wheel arcs, we also disassembled the whole interior and covered front wheel arcs, the entire floor and the boot. Also with the two layers, the first was vibration damping and the second layer was a different, it was a car builder's material. So the work is done. The customer right now can enjoy his ride without any irritating noises, as he came to us initially to resolve this problem. Please subscribe, enjoy this video, come to us in Sydney to make a sound deadening in your cars. See you.